Everything that I have ever had happen to me since I started my businesses, especially the ones online, have either prepared me to be a leader or a failure. Hi, this is Lynda Cromar from lyndacromar.com, and this video is not for the faint-hearted. I have to start out with a story because I think stories help to explain and illustrate. When I first started out in online network marketing, I was as green can be. And one of the things that was really important is that I was immediately put in leadership positions. I was asked to do some calls, and these were calls for all the newbies that came in to the organization. And I was required to actually help those people build their business. And of course there were scripts, but it was still very scary to have that responsibility at the beginning pretty much of my career. Now I had excelled to a point where I had gotten their attention, but I was not by any means ready for that at that point. So two things could have happened. I could have failed, or I could have excelled and become the leader that they thought I was really already becoming. At that point, I did not believe that I was a leader. And at that point, I did not believe that I had the ability to do any of those things. But those things trained me in a way that I really don't think I would have gotten another way. It made it necessary for me to get out of my own personal comfort zone and to do things that were not comfortable. And now, things that I at one time would have never thought about doing are not the least bit difficult and uncomfortable now. So what do you think happened? What choice do you think I made? Yes, I did. I chose to become the leader. Here's a second story to give you a little more illustration. I did have some difficulties at times where I failed and where I lost. Definitely when you're involved with network marketing, there are times when you see a lot of people quit. That's just part of the game. And so because of that, I had a lot of frustration and upset. So I used to do a lot of walking. And I remember a lot of the times going out there and screaming at the sky, as if that would help, I don't know. But it definitely made me feel a little bit better. But you know what? It wasn't so that I was quitting. It was that I knew that I had the ability to keep going, and I was angry because it was so difficult, and I kept on going. But I remember doing that a lot at the beginning of my career. Maybe some of that sounds familiar to you. Maybe you've had some of those same frustrations. So, what can you do to apply any of what I just said? It really is a mindset. It really is a decision. And I did. I made a decision to get past the frustration, to get past the overwhelm, to get past all of the things that I thought were so difficult, to get past all of my ideas that I thought were not good for me. Here's a third story to help you out again. And this one I think will help kind of culminate everything else. I have been working with my mother's journals, and she was involved with Amway. And there is a prevailing theme all through her journals that I've been working on that talk about how she would be able to accomplish this if this happened, or she would have had this happen, but this happened. I don't need to give you details. I don't need to read any of it, but do you hear some words in there that were actually standing in her way? Do you hear those words, if and but? Those words don't belong to a winner. Those words don't belong to a leader. You can say that you're going to accomplish something, but you don't want to say if something else happens, because of the fact that that means that you think something outside yourself has control over where you're going to be. And that is a big problem. And I see that a lot with some of my new team members, with people out on Facebook, with people that email me. I see it all the time. They are always deciding that their future depends on something or somebody else, and it just doesn't. So back to what I said at the beginning, everything that I was doing was either leading to becoming a leader or becoming a failure. And it really has to do with those words, those really crazy words that we say. Sometimes we write them, sometimes we say them, sometimes we just think them. But they are there, and we have to be on guard on what we say to ourselves, because those things can make or break who we are going to become and what our organization is going to look like. That's what I have to share with you today. This is Lynda Cromar with LyndaCromar.com. I hope you got some value from my stories. They are real and they are true, and they definitely help you if you listen, if you decide that you want to be a leader. One of the things that has helped me is to be part of My Lead System Pro. And here we go. I'll tell you a little more about that. Okay, so we've talked about me. Now let's talk about you. What you need is a good mentor that you can work with, and that is me. I will help you. I won't just ignore you. And the only thing you have to do is click on that link, get started, and I'll see you inside.